Okay, here's the second video for the Direwolf setup. The question I get most often asked is, what is this piece of plastic for? This is an extra piece of 3D filament that I use to fuse the hangers in place once they're installed. So we're going to go through my whole process for installing those. So the first thing I like to do is shave a little bit off the back of the pickup towers here and here. And I do that very simply with a Dremel, and I'll try and get everything on video. I make sure the Dremel's on somewhat low, and I get in there and I do the back of each tower just a little bit, and that just lets the hanger install a little easier. So once you do that, you just have to do a little bit of cleanup, and you can try this without doing that. Try the installation without the cleanup. It just fits a little bit better by taking that little bit off. Try not to cut your fingers doing this. I've done it more than once. Alright, that's mostly clean. The next step, I put a little bit of a bend on the bottom of the hanger where the shoe connects to it right here. I grab it there and I bend it forward just a little bit, much less than I'll do in, say, a Hopper Super Stock car. And all this is going to do is help the shoe from falling off, so it'll stay on a little bit better, a little tighter fit. So they're about ready to go on. Sometimes it gets caught right there. So that's in on that side. That one popped right on. Then I like to take a plier and squeeze those nice and tight right there on the tower, just to make sure it's seated very well. Then I will take the chassis with the guide pin on, stick it on a setup block, and then just grab a piece of tape, hold the chassis down a little bit, and this is just to make it a little bit easier while you're putting the filament on the back here. Then my soldering iron is already heated up. I'll grab the filament, hold it right behind here, and just go ahead and melt away so that it grabs the side here. Then melt it behind the back, and then continue around and just melt it all the way through. And careful, because it's a little bit hot, but you can just form it to the back of the hanger. And now once that is totally cooled off, it's not going to go anywhere. It'll be nice and hardened and won't move. Then obviously do the other side. Just clean up the end of the filament so it's a little easier. Same thing. I'm right-handed, so that's why I go this direction. And believe it or not, I have not burnt myself doing this yet. Don't hold me responsible if you do yourself. And that's it. They're locked in there nice and tight, and they will not come out. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy.